are not your job. You are not your car, your house. You're not these things that you have around you. You are what you make of the opportunities that lay before you. I had a perfect little life. Everything was always there. I never had to want for anything. Jobs were just always there, people always there, and that was my life up until losing my nephew and then losing the relationship at the same time. You know, that perfect life was no more. So I was heartbroken, but at the same time, I'm a realist and I understand that it just wasn't meant to be.
Simple mind that wanna hold you down, and then
up until December 2nd, I never really thought about architecture ever being out of my life, because I was an architect. I practiced architecture for as long as I could ever remember. But on that one day, with that one decision, it was gone. And I think it hit me when I got back to my apartment in New York and walked into my room. I had my box of belongings that I accumulated over 2 years. Walked in, I put the box down, and I just found myself standing there, and I just looked towards God and I said, okay, you have my attention. What next?
nobody on this earth can tell you what you're worth. Stand up, you're a child of the King, and you can do anything.
Just 10 days after being let go from the architecture firm in New York City, Brian Keith Miller held his first progressive cycle workshop at New York City's Harlem Academy.
The things that I'm designing now, better futures for America's youth, you know, that's something that will never go away. That's a gift that keeps giving, you know, long after any building I design is no longer around.
Through interactive workshops and live discussions, this social entrepreneur is on the rise, helping students all across the country to make positive choices for themselves and those around them. Once we make these positive choices, we can become successful. And he says that it's up to us to give back and help others do the same. He's coining the phrase intergenerational responsibility.
Once you get to a certain point, you have to look back and help others, which is essentially what I'm doing. So I'm trying to, I guess, instill in them the desire to want to do the same thing that I'm doing for them.
Miller documents his journey in his book entitled Turning a Red Light's Green. In it, it shows you how to push past the challenges of life to discover true peace, prosperity, and happiness. By turning your own red lights green, he argues that you can follow your true passion and live out your dreams.
In this economic climate, people needed to hear that losing your job is not the end of the road. You know, it doesn't mean that you have to, one, sit there and wait for jobs to come, and it doesn't mean that your life is over. You know, for me, it meant the beginning of something new. For me, it meant the opportunity to chase a dream that was hidden deep within me my entire life, you know, especially after my nephew passed away. So it was an opportunity. You know, I was not a victim, but, you know, more of a beneficiary. And, you know, just because you're faced with a difficult situation doesn't mean you have to lay down and die. You know, sometimes you can turn that into something positive and end up in a much better place than you were in the first place. And that's exactly what's happened to me.
For more information, go to his website at turningredlightsgreen.com. You can also order the book at amazon.com. Reporting live from downtown Columbus, Georgia, I'm Sherry Harrison.
This earth can't tell you what you're worth. You're a child of the King. Never stop believing in yourself. Way you feel inside, nobody on this earth. Stand up, and you can do it.